Good morning, my fellow subjects. Hey he, hey he, hey he. I come for thee, and I present the analysis and the strategy to win and to be victorious. Praise ye to thee and me. Hey, what's going on, family? It's just me, man. So yes, I'm here. Just want to break down a couple little things about the Raptors again today. So I'm gonna give you guys every now and then these little updates of what I see in the Raptors that can be better. Watching that game the last time with the Boston Celtics, there's a couple mistakes that I see there where with matchups, and I'm gonna talk about matchups. And like for instance, there's a matchup there that I saw where Fred VanVleet is guarding Tatum. That should never be ever written up for Fred, because every time, every day, every second, every hour, that is going to be a mismatch where Tatum is just going to shoot over the head of Fred VanVleet. And that's something that Nick Nurse as a coach and coach in general has to take in account when you're having matchup. I hope this here too, guys have to be comfortable with their roles. And we should not go into this season with the whole traditional lineup. Yes, we know we have Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, and Gary Trent as a starting lineup. But I think we should also have a flexibility where the lineup is not the same at all time. There's going to be lineup where we have Otto Porter Jr. that is in the lineup. I would see a lineup like that even in the Cavalier game because we have a tall guy there like Mobley. Also, I could see a lineup there with Christian Koloko. This kid could start in a starting lineup at some point. And I think we should play this kid, throw him into the fire with that guy, let him learn some stuff from Mobley in the Cavalier game. We should throw this young man out there and say, hey, guard this guy, shut this guy down, be on him like white on rice. Strategy. Another thing, there's some, I saw a picture someone post with OG Anunoby, and he's guarding, I think, Tatum, one of these guys on the Boston Celtics. And what I love about that picture is the way OG Anunoby guard. And this is what makes this guy so good. Because when he's guarding somebody, he's looking you in the eyes. And for any man that is an alpha male ego, that will make you uncomfortable. Another man staring in your eyes. It's gonna like, man, what are you looking at? Come on, man. In that strategy is where you said, hey, man, are you wearing some contacts? Don't be afraid to use words. Use words. Michael Jordan, the great guys, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, they do that. Sometimes Michael Jordan would even sing. He would even sing to these guys to make them uncomfortable. These guys are macho men and alpha male and all that. He would make them comfortable with the Aretha Frank song or the Fuji song, Killing You Softly with This Song. This is what Michael Jordan would do. You got to take little things from the great. And these guys would make these guys feel uncomfortable to throw them off their game. So yeah, these little strategy work. You're guarding a guy. You have to look this man dead on in his eyes. Make him uncomfortable. When you guarding that person, you look in his eyes where he's going to see that person. His eyes tells you where he's going to throw the ball. It's like a driving. When you're driving, wherever you're looking, that's where the car is going to go. And that's something I've noticed a lot of guys, when you're guarding somebody, you're not looking at them. You're watching that ball movement and his legs. No, you look at his eyes, watch his shoulder, the movement, look at his eyes, focus, because he's seeing something that you're not. So you got to focus. You have to. And also, too, another thing that I want to let my Raptors people know, man, when you're guarding these guys, you know their move. That's the same move they've been doing forever. For instance, when you're playing a guy like Kyrie Irving, you know it's very likely he's going to pass the ball. He's going to dribble. He's going to do the break. And you know there's going to pull back right. You know their move. You have to know their move. And anybody that is in the Raptors know that we have a game coming up Wednesday. If you don't watch that Cavalier tapes 2 or 3 or 4 times, you're not doing your homework. You know, you have to watch these tapes, see where their moves, see their game, see their game plans. You got to go also Utah, watch Donovan Mitchell, how he play, how selfish he play with the ball. He like to take long shot, this and that, so you got to put a guard in him. I also think going down to the season there, man, we should have Scotty Barnes guarding the stars. Any star that is on the team, that should be Scotty Barnes' guard. I'm talking guys like Tatum, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, even Kawhi. You throw Scotty Barnes in the fire to guard these guys. Guys like the Greek freak, Giannis. Those guys should be Scotty Barnes' guard. And yes, we're going to throw him the help every now and then, showing with OG Anunoby or Precious. So you get those help from those two guys. You know, guys like Steph Curry, those guys is supposed to be guarded by Fred VanVleet. Donovan Mitchell, guarded by Fred VanVleet. You know, those small guards, small point guards, guarded by Fred VanVleet. But you have to throw the guy that is a star on the star. I mean, it leaves even Pascal. Pascal is something else to pick up also, too, with his defensive skill. He has to get back into the game and play defense. You know, not only just the offensive side, but he also have to play some defense and get his hand dirty. And something Pascal got to work on this here. You can't be making so much foul. Get your hands out there. You can't foul too many fouls. I was watching a game there with Ben Simmons, and this man was fouled out in 13 minutes of playing, making all these wild, uncomfortable play. I know it's preseason, and the referee has to let some of these things slide as it get closer in the game, because it's hard to watch the game when you keep ejecting and blowing the whistle at every chance and point you get. You have to let these guys play like those bad boy era sometimes. Sometimes you got to look away. But on that note, I think we have what it takes. I think we have one of the best lineup in the league. Another thing I want to say to guys, put on an attack mode. Don't just wait for the perfect setup, but attack. The thing is, when you're attacking the rim, it's throw off the guards or the other team, because they don't know what your mission is. But always attack the rim. If you go to the attack the rim, you're drawing defenders. And drawing defenders away from a guy, it's a good thing. If you're not drawing away 2 or 3 defenders to you when you have the ball, you're not doing your job properly. So it doesn't matter if it's Justin that come off the bench and you see a gap open, you attack, make the score. Guys, don't be afraid to let that ball goes in the bucket, because points is what make points, is what's going to win you the bucket. It may be ugly, it may be not what the coach draw up, but if you have an opportunity to score the basket. Score the basket. You know, I see a lot of guys because they want to make the right plays, but sometimes the right plays does not win the game. It's points. Attack the bucket. Get as much points in that bucket, because that is going on your stat sheet. That is going against your percentage. If you have the capability to score, you score. That's one thing I heard J-Man said about. He talked about Kawhi. His styles of play is not pretty, but it is effective. At the end of the game, you'll see the points on the board and like, man, how did he get 30, 40 points? Because it's not pretty, but it's effective. You guys, the opportunities open for you to take a shot, take a shot. Don't rush the game. And that's something I noticed. We make a lot of mistake in games at the end of all the games when we're up 4 or up 6. We try to rush the ball, shooting the ball and missing when there's nobody down there to rebound. Those are plays that we have to be better at, because that's not good. That's just giving away games. All right. So anyway, I just want to say, man, we're looking forward to this game. 3.5 days to go. Raptors, make sure you're ready, man. Let's get this first win. And we have to start beating the Cavalier like how LeBron James used to beat us. We got to start slapping these guys around, and anybody else that is coming, we have to know how to be prepared, be healthy, take care of your strength. Guys, hit the gym. Not only work on your upper body, but work on your feet, your ankles, strengthen those muscles. You're going to be doing a lot of running. You go and strengthen those muscles. Always, before a game and after game, don't just go sit, work out, stretch, do the physical thing. A part of greatness, a part of the sport is your health. We need healthy roster all the way through these 82 games. Let's go get it done, Raptors. We have your back. We cheer all around the world here, man. Remember, we are the top of the way. We are the top of the food chain, man. We're Raptors. We see, we come, we see, we conquer. That's the meta. That's the motto we're going to use this here. Let's go get it done. Let's get it done. Let's bring the chip back home. Remember, the world is watching. You have a whole country at your back cheering for you, man. Not just a state, not just a city. We have the whole country cheering, all international cheering for the Raptors. All eyes on you.